Speaker. This afternoon, I thought I would revert to my role as the one-woman tourist board for North Devon, home to the only cold water surf reserve in the world and UK's only world surf reserve. Stunning beaches alongside beautiful countryside and magnificent moors. There really is something for everyone who wants to get a bit of the great outdoors. Hospitality in North Devon contributes over £250 million to the economy. Indeed, our local economy is hugely reliant on our tourism and hospitality sectors. The pandemic saw a surge in people enjoying a staycation and visiting previously unseen parts of the UK. However, this year has seen a 20% drop in visitor numbers, in part as these visitors head to overseas destinations again. But the sector is also struggling to recruit staff, with many venues only open part of the week, in part unfortunately driven by the huge surge in short-term holiday lets, alongside a rush of second homeowners. So two pleas to the Treasury to keep the business rate discounts as swathes of hospitality businesses are set to close their doors this January if discounts are reduced, as well as to reverse the Osborne tax reforms and level the tax playing field between long-term and short-term rentals to help resolve some of our housing, hence staffing challenges. During an economic downturn, we all know eating and drinking out is one of the first things to go. So those of us in North Devon and beyond, let's support our local pubs and restaurants this winter. But I fear there is more at play. Speaking to beach managers and surf schools, far too many people now visiting our beautiful beaches are fearful of the sea. Despite 8 of the 11 bathing beaches in North Devon being of excellent water quality and then being some of the cleanest beaches in the world, a phrase I know sends opposition councillors back home rushing to write to the local paper complaining about me, but it's true. The so-called sewage scandal, so loved by the opposition parties, is not what is happening to North Devon's beaches. Yes, when it rains, a lot of the storm overflows run. They are mostly rainwater. Less than 1% of the water pollution in North Devon comes from human sewage. And these overflows have run for over a century. We only know about it now because they are monitored. In North Devon, much work has already been done to hold water further up the catchment and to reduce the impact of heavy rains, as well as installing extra storage capacity to reduce the frequency of storm discharges. Yes, there is more to do, but it is vital to those businesses along the coast and everyone who wants to enjoy our stunning beaches to recognise that North Devon's beaches have already undergone huge improvements and the water quality is significantly better than it was 20 years ago. Indeed, even Surfers Against Sewage, whose app generates more content in my inbox than anything else, conceded in writing to me this month. With regards to the beaches in your constituency, we totally agree that huge improvements have been made to water quality there. Yes, there will always be more to do, but I wish the opposition would not talk down North Devon. Lib Dems called for sewage to be tackled in the King's Speech. They clearly failed to turn up, as they so often do when we pass the Environment Act, which actually is the reason that we are now monitoring and know where the real problems are. And it's this anti-business rhetoric from Lib Dems that is so damaging in a constituency like mine, with the Lib Dem council running our biggest town, Barnstaple, which has a very busy high street for a whole host of reasons, not least the great range of fabulous independent retailers alongside big brand names. But it is being held back because the council have not prioritised reopening the bus station. I've had complaints for over a year now about the lack of toilet facilities and shelter. Rural bus journeys into town are long. The council are paid by bus companies to run the station, but choose to spend that money on business rates rather than provide the commercial services travellers need. I know the plan is to sell it to the town council and open a community centre, which is very lovely, but there is a local coffee shop owner interested in opening a cafe. So why can't we do something more commercial? That our hospitality and indeed virtually every business I visit, as well as all our public services, cannot recruit staff because there is nowhere to live for working-age families, I again attribute to the failings of the Lib Dem-run council to get to grips with planning. The council officer staff work flat out to deliver the plans they put together. But where is the Lib Dem vision for Barnstaple to thrive and improve its economic output? Where are the affordable homes we so desperately need? Yes, government coming is helped to redevelop the high street and rebuild the hospital and its vital staff accommodation, but some more commercial thinking at a local level is needed. Indeed, our Lib Dem council leader advised the BBC I was electioneering when I suggested reopening the bus station. Fortunately, the council staff at the town council recognised the need for a bus station, as does everyone else I talk to. We need our businesses to thrive. We need to support them and provide the right associated facilities to shoppers to make long journeys into town, taking advantage of the government's £2 bus fare, which is a really huge saving for long rural journeys. So whilst I work locally to help resolve some of these matters, I very much hope more of you will help to contribute to North Devon's local economic growth. If you haven't booked your next staycation, I can highly recommend my beautiful constituency. North Devon is a jewel in our country's tourism crown, and this Conservative government will continue to support it, not talk it down.
Gio Mora.
Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker.